Hello everybody, welcome back to Fresh Baked. I'm your host David, and I'm here on a brisk, cool evening at the downtown, the main entrance of Disneyland. We're obviously all very excited. Every day news gets better and better about the approaching reopening of Disneyland. And this actually turns out to be the last weekend, the last chance that we're going to get to go to DCA, Buena Vista Street, for free. Following this weekend, they're going to close Buena Vista Street and DCA to all guests, except for those who have a ticket for Touch of Disney. Luckily, I have a couple. Hopefully you do too, and we'll see you there. So for now, for this evening, we're going to get our last, free shot at seeing a Disney park. We'll probably get something to eat, maybe something to snack on, obviously do a little shopping, catch up on what's new, all that and more. Coming up next on Fresh Baked. Before we head into DCA, I thought I would take another trip in front of the main entrance here at Disneyland. It was reported earlier this afternoon, I think, or earlier this week, that there were cast members training, working those front gates. Imagine that video. Imagine that video just a few days ago, or a week or two ago. Somebody had seen cast members being trained at the turnstiles at the main entrance to Disneyland. As I've been saying a lot in the past couple of videos, that would have been major news. But now it's just, we're almost there, man. We're almost there. In about a month and a half, we're gonna get to go through those gates. We're gonna get walk through that tunnel. We're gonna walk through the tunnel in a month and a half. And Town Square is gonna be revealed to us. And we're going to hear, hopefully, some sort of traffic on Main Street, hopefully a streetcar or two. I'm kind of wondering if they're going to have those out or not now that I think about it. I haven't really thought about that very much. But we're going to hear the chatter and the music down Main Street. And then we're going to reach the hub, and then we're going to decide which direction to go. But I know on that morning, personally, I won't be going in any one of those directions. I'll be going right back down Main Street and heading for the Disneyland Railroad, because that is the very first thing that I want to do when I'm here, is to ride the Disneyland Railroad. I've said in other updates, other conversations on live streams, etc., that the thing I know for sure is that I'm going to do a full circle, a grand circle tour around the park, plus one. We're going to go to Main Street and then one more stop down at the New Orleans Square, exit the train at New Orleans Square, ride Haunted Mansion, ride Pirates of the Caribbean, then find a place to get a churro, and then just drop dead. I mean, just bask in the glow of what we just did, a thing that we haven't done a thing that we will not have done in more than a year. It's not quite going to be the same, obviously, when the day comes. There won't be quite the same energy that we've seen out here at the entrance on Harbor Boulevard. You won't see folks buying tickets, unfortunately, at the gate here, because they're not selling any tickets at the gate. You can only get tickets, via online through the reservation system. Even the reveal, walking through this, the ticket booths here into the Esplanade, is always a very Disney thing to happen. That probably won't have the same energy, but you know what? I just don't mind, because it is still the Esplanade. That's true because we managed to come here every week, and every week we start our show right here in the Esplanade, because this is the place to be. This is the center of the Disneyland universe, of the Disney Resort universe. I'm just excited to think about all the things that are going to be seeing, hearing, smelling. Oh my God, Disneyland is going to be here in a month and a half. But we still have things to do here at California Adventure at DCA. It's waiting for us. Let's go. Actually, I just remembered, before we go to DCA, I wanted to update folks who do have a Touch of Disney ticket, who are coming to Touch of Disney. A few people have asked, is there going to be a separate queue, a separate way to get, a separate entrance to get into this event? And the answer is yes. As best as I understand it, guests are going to be coming down the tram path. You're going to park at Mickey and Friends, and then you're going to walk either the tram path or the sidewalk. This sidewalk that runs parallel to the tram path all the way back to Mickey and Friends parking structure. It hasn't been active for a while. They've closed it, but they may reopen it for this. Or you might just get to walk down the tram path itself. We've seen photos of them theming or decorating the actual tram path, and there's music. You can hear music as you walk down the path as well. So that's a sign. Now my guess is that they'll probably feed you. Well, they may feed you through here to the entrance, or if they take you down the tram path proper, then they might feed you to the backside over there, over by the picnic area, and then they'll try to organize you, try to queue you into DCA from this path here. What they don't want is Touch of Disney guests mixing with downtown Disney guests. They want to keep those two separate in order to, to facilitate organizing and making sure they get the correct people into DCA. The natural inclination is for them to just keep going into the Esplanade area and try to go to DCA like they have been doing for months now. Because not everybody who comes to downtown Disney is going to be fully aware that there's a Touch of Disney event going on. Not everybody's going to be aware that, that you can't go in. So there's going to be some confusion. So they're going to try to limit that as much as possible. Just checking out these flags before I go in, it made me think of what's possible very soon. Riding on the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Peter Pan, Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, the Hatbox Ghost at the Haunted Mansion. I want to enjoy one of these with you guys right now. Let's go for a ride on Peter Pan. I am fond of saying that Peter Pan has the most highly concentrated Disney magic on any place in the park. Actually, not even just the ride itself, but that room in London is the most highly concentrated Disney magic. The 45-minute wait, the hour-long wait, however long it is, and then the short 90-second ride, all of it is worth it for just that scene flying over London. It's simply the best. Oswald's filling station. It was open for about a day. I don't know what happened, but here we are. We've arrived at Buena Vista Street. Normally I would say I'm gonna get some dinner, but I don't think I'm gonna eat a proper meal here tonight, if only because the food that they have available to us is not great. How many times can I eat a corn dog or a bacon cheeseburger? The answer is one, because I've done those things. Actually, I've had 3 corn dogs since I've been here, and that's all they got. They got the corn dogs, they've got the chicken something or other at Smoked Jumpers, and the cheeseburgers at Smoked Jumpers, and that's pretty much as far as meals go, unless you go to Carthay Circle, which, I mean, who could do that every time they come to DCA? So I think I'll just be enjoying a snack tonight. I may try one of those fluffernutter churros. As a matter of fact, I will try a fluffernutter churro because I haven't had one yet, and I want a churro, dang it, and it's cold, and I hope it's hot. Let's go. wonder what they're doing in there. That's inside Fiddler and Five for Practical Cafe. Certainly they're not opening up well, Starbucks is supposed to be open. Were they trying to sell merchandise in here? It's an odd thing. I wonder what that's for. Well, you know what? I think it might actually be a place where they keep the ODV carts, the merchandise carts that they have out in front of Fiddler Five for Practical Cafe. They probably park them in there overnight and they don't want them to be visible to everybody, so they put the shroud over them. You know where there is no shroud? It's right here at Willie's Churros. Let's see if they have a fluffernutter. All right, we got ourselves a spot here right in front of Fiddler Five for Practical Cafe, over there by the Carthay Fountain. Here is the fluffernutter churro. It's full of goodness on there. That's marshmallow drizzle, I think, and then chocolate chips. Oh, and there's also, you can't see it very well because it's dark, but that's peanut butter drizzle on there also. Can I get that? Do you see the peanut butter? So they're both like it's like a cream. It's like a cream on there. You know what, let's try another one. Let's try it this way. Look at that. Look at. Liz put this one ahead. She put it ahead of the maple bacon churro. I'll put that to the test. I will say this. Some things belong on a churro. Some things belong on a churro. Some things do not. Peanut butter belongs on a churro. The jury's out on the marshmallow. I can't really taste it because the peanut butter is so strong, but it definitely does go with a churro in the same way that maple went with the churro. This is really quite good. You can even do a little dip here if you want. There's a lot, you know, the drizzle fell off onto the side. They didn't short you. They don't short you on this. I just wish I had a hot chocolate or a Coke, a coffee. I could really go for a hot coffee right now. Pike, 2 creams, I'm good. With this, perfect. You know what's perfect about this is the simplicity of it. Having a churro while just sitting at a table at Carthay Circle in front of Fiddler Five for Practical Cafe with that classic music playing, jazz music. It's the reason why I've been able to survive on just downtown Disney and Buena Vista Street for so long. Being able to do that, being able to, because when you come to Disney, it really helps if you can appreciate those kind of moments as opposed to, whether or not you're going to get to ride Soarin'. All right, guys, well, I guess I'm good with the churro. Thumbs up on that. I would still rank it behind the maple bacon. Nothing has beaten the maple bacon or a classic churro. I would still prefer a classic churro, I think, or the maple bacon, and then this one would be up there. Maybe as good as the anniversary churro, the one that tastes like Fruity Pebbles. That's Liz's favorite. Anyway, I gotta show you guys something. Something interesting showed up on the Disneyland app. Again, this came from helmsman Freddie from Bat2 on Twitter. I don't know if he's the one who first discovered this or not, but I'm going to credit him anyway because he's the one who found it for me, or I saw it on his feed. But something really interesting. So hang in there. We're going to show you that next. So Touch of Disney, that's a thing that's happening here in about next week. Oh my God, next Thursday. That's happening. What isn't happening at Touch of Disney, as far as I know, is Avengers Campus. They're not going to open it up. That was already mentioned that there would be no Avengers Campus, except, now this is one of those things like, does it mean anything? I don't know. But if you go on the Disneyland app and you look up Touch of Disney and you scroll and you look for things to buy. I want to buy some stuff. Ooh, I want to eat that Bavarian pretzel. I want to buy some stuff while I'm attending the Touch of Disney event. Oh, look, they got Off the Page, Elias & Company, Bing Bongs. What other shops do they have available? Well, the Backlot Premier Shop, Elias & Company, Kingswell, there's Bing Bongs again. Knickknacks. That's going to be great. What's this? The Collector's Warehouse. Why is the Collector's Warehouse in the list of stores that are going to be here for Touch of Disney? That's a great question, David. I would like to know the answer to that. Can anybody else help me? Because it doesn't seem logical. Did you know at the Collector's Warehouse that you can get goods from around the galaxy? Costumes, comic books, etc. This, by the way, is the gift shop that's in Mission Breakout. But there's more. We go back, keep scrolling. What up with web suppliers coming soon? Now, we know it's coming soon, but why is it in the Touch of Disney link? Or is this just a link to all the stores? I don't know. It's curious. Now, this is like right up there with the whole, what's going on with the calendar when you try to book a date, when you try to, see what shows are happening at Disneyland. It probably means nothing, but still, it's a curious thing that we can talk about and say, ooh, what's that? Let's get all nerdy about it. I love that stuff.